Hi guys! Welcome to Senscape channel where your ideas really make sense. Share ko lang yung napanood kong video just recently ni Attorney Trixie regarding dun sa 11 days lang daw ginastos yung confidential funds na inaakusa kay VP Sara. Actually, hindi ako naniniwala. Pero hindi malinaw sa akin bakit naging 11 days lang nagastos. Ngayon, nung in-explain ni Attorney Trixie, doon ko nalinawan na kaya pala dapat niyang gastusin within 11 days lang. Panoorin natin tong video to.
Sabi ni Stupid Love, may receipt daw si VP sa Confi November tapos na-receive yung budget is December. Di daw ma-explain. Excuse me? Sino may sabing hindi yan ma-explain? Hindi niya ina-explain dahil paulit-ulit na niyang sinabi yan. Tinanong yan sa kanila. In fact, tinanong yan sa isang opisyales ng OVP. At kinonfirm yan ng COA. Alam niyo kung bakit? Kasi pwede kang mag-advance. Babayaran o tatanggapin yung serbisyo, magbibigay ka ng resibo that you accepted that receipt or you accepted those goods, kung goods man yan. Pero yung bayad ay later kapag na-release ang gobyerno. 4 na beses po, 4 na beses, generally nagre-release ng budget ang treasury to the agencies. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? May times talagang mauubusan ng pera yung ahensya. Kung kayo po ay matagal nang nasa gobyerno, alam nyo na hindi yan argumento against the Vice President. Ang nag-isip niyan ay taga-pribadong sektor na hindi nag-research because that is allowed. Pwede mong gastusin, in fact, basta for that fiscal year. Tapos babayaran mo kapag ni-release yung pera that is allocated for that purpose. So, kaya nga sinasabi nila, bakit 11 days? Because nagastos over a period of, let's say, 6 months during the duration of the project. Tapos nung ni-release ang pera, binayaran ng buo. So that is not an argument. Ginagamit lang ng mga taong galit kay VP, yung mga kalaban ni VP, yung ganyang argumento kasi on the off chance na yung mga taong hindi nagre-research o hindi nakakaintindi na hindi parating kaliwaan sa gobyerno. And as a matter of fact, most transactions ay hindi kaliwaan dahil kiniklear din yan ng finance officer within the agency. So, uulitin ko, hindi lahat ng transaction sa gobyerno ay kaliwaan. Sabi ni Patato Tini, hindi nila alam ang ibig sabihin ng accrued expenses. Gastusin na ginawa pero binayaran sa huli. Yun po ang ibig sabihin nun. So, pag may nakaharap kayo na nagtotrol ng ganon o sinasabi, 11 days lang ginastos ang ganito kalaking pondo, excuse me, sa gobyerno nga kaya yan isang araw lang o isang oras lang. Indiyan na, bayad. Mayroong kaliwaan. So, mas mabilis pagkaliwaan. Diba? You're welcome. Sabi ni Bing, at dapat naka-align sa COA. Correct. Sabi ni Eric, kahit sa private po naman, di naman kaliwaan, nauuna talaga delivery ng product or services bago ang bayad. Halimbawa, doon sa mga, yung mga delivery apps. Minsan, di ba naka-hold yung bayad mo. Lalo-lalo na, kunwari, naka-Shopee Pay ka. Naka-hold yun. Pag sinertify mo na natanggap mo na, saka lang nila i-release ang pera. Sabi ni Haya, bakit po ba kay VP lang ang hinahabol nila? Gusto nila ng accountability, simulan natin sa Confi funds ng Presidente. Grabe po ang mga trolls. I agree. Kaya bantayan din po natin yung mga bumabati ko sa Vice Presidente at kung ano yung sinasabi nila. Kasi kaya naman natin sagutin yung mga yan. nang sa gayon makakatulong tayo kay VP, hindi siya madidistract. At yung tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-deliver niya ng mga serbisyo. Sabi ni Baka Munti, di ba yung flood control project, 1 billion a day? Totoo, tama ka dyan. Hi kay Agaton, magandang gabi. Salamat sa padala nyo. Sabi ni No Name, sure win na si VP sa 2028. Huwag tayong makakampante, tuloy-tuloy po yung kanilang paninira. Hindi ko sinabing wala, bihira. Bakit po ba kay VP lang? Ay, na. Di matanggap ng mga pulahan at dilawan na maraming supporter si VP Sara. May isog TV set. Panay hanap nila kay VP, kahit naman out of the country, nagpa-function na ang OVP at di nagpapabaya sa mga tungkulin. Ang dami, ang admin, kahit nakikita, ginagawa ng gobyerno, nakaw dito, nakaw dun sa kaban. Yun na nga, ang tingin ko, gusto nilang, palabasin na walang ginagawa si VP kung hindi mag-travel ng mag-travel. Ang difference is, magaling ang liderato. Magaling ang leadership ni VP Inday. Kahit wala siya, nagtatrabaho. Tama kayo, nagtatrabaho yung kanyang mga tao. Yan ang tunay na leader. Kasi kahit wala yung leader, dahil marami ring gawain yan, tuloy-tuloy ang serbisyo. Tuloy-tuloy at hindi po napapatid ang kanyang mga proyekto. Maliban lang pag inaaway na naman siya. Abs, sabi nun, hindi ma-explain, nagsinungaling yun sa iyo. Sinasabi nila, hindi daw ma-explain ni VP, in-explain niya ang linaw ng explanation. At normal yan sa gobyerno. Sabi ni Ms. Awi, hanap kay VP, ito ngang si BBM, magpakita man o hindi, walang silbi ang opisina, hindi ramdam. Sabi ni Kupalogs, yung presidente nga, pag umalis ng bansa, pinapaubaya sa pinsan. Grabe. Sabi ni Ma'am Marlene, naloko na, mukhang yung Logan ang ipipilit nilang gawing ombudsman. Imagine, 7 years siyang nasa pwesto, lusaw din ang kaso o ikakaso sa mga kawatan sa admin na ito. Ay, huwag kakalimutan. Kaya din natin yung mga strategiya na ginamit nila. Matuto din tayo. Gumamit din ng impeachment. Ano nangyari dati dun sa isang ombudsman na hindi bagay, kumbaga, sa administrasyong Duterte? Bago siya ma-impeach o nag-umpisa yung impeachment proceedings, ay nag-resign siya. Sabi ni JRB, ang nakakatawa, yung ibang spokesperson ang topic si BPISD. Totoo. Ay kay Chester, sabi niya, inggit na inggit ang kampo ni B dahil hindi nila makuha ang pagmamahal ng taong bayan. Mga Duterte, mahal na mahal ng mga Pilipino. Mahal na mahal namin si BP dahil totoong para siya sa bayan. Mantakin ninyo. 3 taon na walang humpay na paninira, ano lang ang naani nila? Sila yung umani ng batikos. Hindi lang yun. Hindi na rin naniniwala ang mga tao dito sa mga kadramahan nila na parang kunwari meron silang ginagawa, proyekto man o trabaho. Walang naniniwala. Parang sobra-sobra na yung trust. Hindi na trust issues ito. Talagang out and out na. Ganun na lang. Hindi ko masasabi kung maganda o tutunay ang intensyon ni Pangulo at ng kanyang mga gabinete. Pero ito lang masasabi ko, walang naniniwala o kukunti na lang ang naniniwala na tunay na serbisyo pa ang hangad nila. Sabi ni Elenita, pag may troll na hinahanap si VP, lagi kong sagot. Kahit wala si VP, tuloy ang serbisyo ng OVP. Di katulad ng amo nila present nga, kamot ulo parati. Yan, ganda. Thank you kay Nadja. Sabi ni Tikyo, nung una, attorney, I myself was stunned by that 11-day spending spree, as they call it. But when the matter was explained and there was an end-of-the-year deadline, I understood right away the situation and that these detractors were driving the matter to be controversial, banking heavily on the court of public opinion to judge the VP. Ganda po ng pagkasabi ninyo. At salamat din po, pinaalala ninyo. Tama po siya. Tama po si Sir Tikyo kasi may 11 days lang allowed si VP naggastusin yung pera na ni-release so late in the year, Disyembre na. Kapag hindi ginastos ni VP within that 11-day period, before the year end, before the close of the fiscal year, magre-revert at masasayang yung pera. Bakit masasayang? Because that money was already allocated. Kung hindi gagamitin, it would be a waste kasi revert to treasury. Pondo ng bayan hindi nagamit sa tamang paraan. In fact, hindi nagamit at all. Pero so she was compelled to use it for the intended purpose. Pero dahil hindi naman siya natutulog, naayos na po yan. Nung dumating ang pera, all she had to do was allow the spending because the services or the goods had already been delivered or had already been ready. Ang tawag dyan, handa. So, salamat sir, pinaalala niyo.
Ano guys, pati ba kayo nalinawan dun sa 11 days na ginastos yung 125 million? Tingin ko talagang sinadya yun eh, para magkaroon nga naman ng mapalabas nilang may anomalya. Pero kung tutuusin, naman ng COA yun eh. Na-clear naman ng COA yun. So, sa akin, okay na yun. Ako naniniwala. So, punta naman tayo dito sa napanood ko naman about Mayor Magalong. Kasi itong si Mayor Magalong, gusto niyang, nag-offer siya na imbestigahan or maging resource person tungkol dun sa anomaly ng flood control. Ngayon, minaliit siya ni Anticler. Ngayon, si Atty. Libayan, sa recent flag ni Atty. Libayan, meron siyang ipinakitang video na internationally na-acknowledge siya sa kanyang accomplishment. Merong sa kanyang nagtiwala na prominent na tao sa abroad. At eto, panoorin natin yung vlog, yung video ni Atty. Libayan.
He always made sure he got himself photographed like this. American has wandered into the wrong place at the wrong times, being held, and there's a $10 million demand for his release. This is the guy I'm coaching. A great human being.
Yan siya, si Magalong yan. This is the guy I'm coaching, sabi niya. Tignan nyo kung ano si Magalong diyan.
At the wrong times being held, and there's a $10 million demand for his release. This is the guy I'm coaching. A great human being. One of the few people on the planet I would literally trust with the life of my son.
One of the few human beings I would literally trust the life of my son. Nakita nyo yan? Yan yung sinisiraan nyo. Diba? Yan yung sinisiraan nyo at sinasabi nyo na kailangan mong gawin ito, kailangan mong gawin ito. World-renowned yung kanyang skills sa pag-iimbestiga at saka negosasyon. Nakamax na volume nito eh.
And in the Philippines, this is no small amount of trust.
Tingnan mo.
One of the few placed at the wrong times being held, and there's a $10 million demand for his release. This is the guy I'm coaching. A great human being. One of the few people on the planet I would literally trust with the life of my son. And in the Philippines, this is no small amount of trust.
In the Philippines, there's no or small amount of trust.
He actually recently, at the time he was a colonel, he recently retired from the Philippines. He was the #3 general in the Philippine National Police, a legitimate hero.
A legitimate hero. My goodness. Sabi ni Kayo, ako I wouldn't even entrust my dog to you si Claire Castro. I don't even have a dog, ha? Kilala mo kasi siya, kayo. Comments natin, this guy is renowned all over the world bilang isa sa pinakamagaling na investigador, negotiator. FBI yan, mga kabatas natin. Nagle-lecture yan all over the place, may libro yan all over the place, tapos yan ang sinasabi niya kay Mayor Magalong.
And a bad to the bone himself guy, because he was the leader of the Special Action Force, which was Philippine National Police version of the Navy SEALs. When I met this man, he had personally led 30 rescue operations for kidnapping victims that year.
30 rescue operations that year. Tandaan nyo, he led it. Hindi siya lang yung nasa likod ng mesa at kumukuha ng credit. Siya mismo yung pumupunta doon at nakikipaglaban. Siya mismo yung pumupunta doon at nakikipaglaban. 30 rescue operations. Bukod pa dyan yung Bikutan Siege. 30 rescue operations in one freaking year. Kidnapping. Kailangan ng utak. Of course. Tactics yan. Tapos si Claire Castro. Alam niyo itong si Claire Castro, no? Nung okay pa siya, kinakausap ako niyan. Attorney, meet naman kami ni Mayor Magalong pag may hearing ako sa Baguio. Kasi nga, idol ko yun. Ngayon, ganyan lang si Attorney Claire Castro. My goodness. Di pa yan cum laude din ito. Pero di yan cum laude, paano yan? Cum laude ito. Second siya sa klase nila sa PMA. Natalo siya sa extracurricular. Sabi ni Kayo, oo, yan lagi niya sinasabi, di ba? Idol ko si Mayor Magalong. Tapos ngayon, my gosh, Attorney Claire Castro, what happened to you?
It was only August. Give you an idea how often they're out the door. And he and his guys didn't take handcuffs. So that means 30 firefights.
Tignan niyo yung sinabi niya,
When I met this man, he had personally led 30 rescue operations for kidnapping victims that year. It was only August. Give you an idea how often they're out the door. And he and his guys didn't take handcuffs. So that means 30 firefights.
Ano sabi niya? Heinous guys don't take handcuffs. That means 30 firefights. Ibig sabihin, dun sa 30 na rinescue niya yun, dahil walang sumusuko, nakikipagbarilan siya dun. My gosh. Attorney Claire Castro, yung galawan mo pa lang sa prosecutor, wala ka na sa kalingkingan nito.
We get into the midst of the negotiation with our terrorists, stalemated for 4 months, and I tell my guy, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to get a that's right out of the other side.
Sabi ni,
Nonsense that this terrorist had been spouting, this sociopath had been spouting. When my guy got done, there was a moment of silence, and the terrorist said, that's right. Another moment of silence, and my guy said, let's talk again in a couple of days. We went from $10 million to zero in that moment.
Nakita niyo yun? Nakipag-negotiate siya sa terorista. $10 million yung hinihingi ng terorista. Tapos itong si Chris Boss, syempre hindi niya rin maintindihan daw kasi nga, 'di ba, linabas lahat ng problema ng Pilipinas in the past 300 years, ay 500 years, parang ganon. Tapos biglang katahimikan. Tapos sinabi nung terorista, totoo 'yan. Oh my gosh, look at that skill.
Another moment of silence. And my guy said, let's talk again in a couple of days. We went from $10 million to zero in that moment.
$10 million dati yung ransom dahil sa negotiation skills, naging zero.
It went away. They never brought up money again. A couple of months later, the American walks away. We fly him out of the Philippines. The terrorists got nothing.
That's Magalong power. The terrorists got nothing. My gosh. Ito ang pag-imbestigahin nyo. Sa tingin nyo ba ganun yung kababaw yung pag-iisip niya? Attorney Claire Castro. My goodness. Makita mo, alam mo, how people look up to Magalong. And you look up to Magalong too. Ewan ko lang kung anong nangyari sa'yo. Okay?
Zero. I'm back in the Philippines 3 weeks later on another case. I connect up with my guy. He says, you're not going to believe who called me on the phone. I don't know. Who called you on the phone? Our terrorist. Still knew him by his undercover name, had the undercover number. Calls him on the phone and literally says, have you been promoted yet?
Isipin mo yung terorista mismo, concerned pa kay Mayor Magalong, tinatanong kung na-promote siya. Terorista yun
I don't know what you said to me on the phone, but whatever it was, I was going to kill the American. You stopped me from doing it. You're really good. They should promote you. Hangs up the phone.
You hear that? Dun sa mga hindi nakakarinig, sabi, hindi ko alam kung anong ginawa mo sa akin o sinabi mo sa akin, sabi niya. Pero papatayin ko talaga yung Amerikanong yun, pero kinausap mo ko. Pag-imbestigahin nyo na yan, My gosh!
What's he saying? He's saying, I deal with you again. The end of a negotiation where he got nothing. He called his counterpart up on the phone to pay his respects.
Yung kalaban, rumispeto. Walang ganyan sa'yo, Attorney Claire Castro. People don't respect you at all, sabi, nabuka nga daw sa FEU.
Everybody that you deal with, regardless of how much they get out of it, should be willing to say to you after the negotiation, yeah, I'd talk to you again. I respect it. That's the way you should leave everybody. That's what builds a long-term career. That's what builds success in your negotiations.
My gosh, look at that. $10 million, walang nakuha. Pinakawalan. Tapos, concern pa. Diba? What the heck?
And that approach, a tactical approach of empathy and getting that right side of people, give you the opportunity, because we made mistakes. People used to say to me,
CEU pala, CEU, sorry, DFU.
yeah, you know, what's it like when the slightest mistake and somebody get killed? I said, it wasn't a slight.
Imagine that. Tama yung sinabi niya. Put the wrong person there, and the slightest mistake, somebody will get killed. Kaya dito sa investigasyon na ito, you should put the right person. And the Philippines will be a better place. Sabi ni Kayo, isipin mo. Citation literal si Mayor Magalong. Yeah! Siya mismo yung example.
You're gonna make mistakes. I took an approach overall that gave me latitude because I knew occasionally I would make mistakes. I'd do my preparation, I'd get into a negotiation, and I'd say something wrong. But take an approach based on this, genuinely trying to understand the other side for sociopathic reasons, not for missionary reasons, but for mercenary reasons, because of how much latitude it gives you in the negotiation.
Okay. Goods na yan.
Ano guys, napahanga ba kayo kay Mayor Magalong? Pati ako nagulat ako dito Actually, isa lang ang masasabi ko. Mocking a righteous person can never change the truth. That's all. Like, share, and subscribe.